Oh boy, do I have a lot of shit stuff to do today. Doug Patterson here. Thank you for joining me on my old Wednesday walk. I want to talk to you today about the burdensome, depressing, overwhelming to do lists that we have. All the things that have accumulated over the last couple days, the last few weeks, in fact, the last maybe months, in some cases over the last few years. We've added them to our list, and now it's just too much to handle. Well, let's talk about that, can we? Because I think there are some ways that we can help ourselves with this. Number one is a change in attitude, and it's the attitude change is to be grateful for our lists, to be grateful for what we have to do. Trust me when I tell you, there are millions of people in this world who would just love or give anything that they have to have your to do list today. They would love to have it. And when you look at it, you see it as nothing more than the drudgery. But when they look at it, it's like, boy, I wish I had that person's life. I wish I had what they have. See, it's all about gratitude. Now, when you wake up in the morning and you slide out of bed and you put your feet on the floor and you yawn, you stretch, whatever it is you do, what are your first thoughts? Probably one of them is this. Oh, boy, I got so much stuff to do today. I got things I have to do. And you're already started off in a negative way. Maybe you should try this. Consciously, when you wake up, if at all possible, slide those feet onto the floor and say to yourself, today is going to be a good day because I get to do these things. Not I have to do them, but I get to do them. If you can just change your attitude that way and be more enthusiastic, be happier, and most of all, to be grateful that you actually have things to do, that attitude will go a long way in helping you overcome the overwhelming feeling of uselessness. All right, that's number one, attitude, an attitude of gratitude. The second thing is this. You got to take out the garbage. Now, today is garbage day at our house. And what that means is my wife, Ramona, and I will go around the house, empty all the trash cans, put them all into garbage bags. Then I take them out. I put them into a rolling bin. I roll that bin up the driveway, up to the curb. And tomorrow morning, guess what's going to happen? The garbage truck is going to come by. A guy's going to jump off the back. He's going to throw that garbage into the truck and drive off. And I never have to worry about that garbage again. It's gone. Now, if you're honest, and I hope that you are, if you're honest and you take a long, hard look at your list of stuff to do, you got to admit to yourself, most of this stuff, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Nobody cares about it. I don't care about it. If I do it, it's not going to make a difference in my well-being or the well-being of my family. It just doesn't matter. By way of example, when I was a quote-unquote working man, I had an office, I had a desk, I had a staff of people. I continually had things crossing my desk that needed, or at least I thought, needed attention. Now, most of it would get wadded up, thrown into the trash immediately. But some of it, I would say, well, I'll get to this later. This is where procrastination comes into play, by the way. I'll get to this later. And I would put those into folders. a folder for this committee, a folder for that committee, a folder for this, a folder for that. I had all these folders, and I would organize those things, put them in there, but that's where they went to die, basically, because I wouldn't look at those folders, maybe for sometimes a couple months at a time. And when I did, this is what I would find out. Most of the things in those folders that I thought were important to do, I found out that they weren't that important. Nobody cared about them, or they were past due, or whatever. And I would throw most of that stuff away, and the things that I would have left over, I would say, I don't have to do all this. I have a staff. I have people that I can help me with this stuff, you see? So it's a matter of culling things down. Take out the garbage. Take out the stuff that doesn't matter. Get it down to really what is important. And so those are the first two things. Number one is attitude, enthusiasm. Number two is making sure that you're only dealing with the things that are important. And if you have those two things in place, then this is where probably the big one comes around. You just got to do it. You just got to get after it. You just have to get in action. Now, my mother, who's deceased, had for years on her desk a quote that she had scotch taped there. And I think the quote was from Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm not sure about that, but here's the quote. It said, "When you wake up, get up. And when you get up, do something." If you can just get it in gear, you don't have to do everything on that list, in one day. Some of it can probably, and maybe even better be done tomorrow. But the things that can be done right now, it's not going to take you that long. It's not going to take that much effort. Just get it done. Get it into action. All right, let's review. These are the three things. Attitude. Be grateful. Take out the garbage. Get it down to what really, really matters. And number three, get after it. Get after it. Well, my friends, I thank you so much for coming by. There's a lot more I could say about this, but hey, I got a lot of stuff to do today. Whatever you're doing, be kind to others, and be kind to yourself. And I'll see you again here on the next Wednesday Walk.